Let's start now with the functions test. So let's begin first, for example, with the overcurrent protection. Okay, I'll go here to my function group. How did I even have this function group in the first place? Let's assume you don't have any function group at all. Let's say, for example, this function group, we'll delete it. You don't have any functions added to the relay yet. So what will I do? I go here to the word libraries, open the libraries, and open my library. I go to types and look for the type of my relay, which is overcurrent protection 7SG82. Then I look for the voltage current 3-phase and drag this group to place it here on the word setting, okay? And then I go look for what and drag this group. I place it here on the word what, the setting. So what about my group? My group is inside what word? Inside the word, as you can see. Is that okay? All right. I told you there's an error here. Why? Because I deleted something and then added something else. No problem. We'll look at this error. Okay, I will name this feeder. I will name the group as I like, feeder. All right. When you open this filter protection, you'll find that there are no protection functions inside. So, what do you normally do? You go here to see the functions you have. For example, if I want to do something, I go here, open this word, and look for the basic. Inside the basic, I will drag here, basic, and from there, I will open, for example, the one inside. I will drag here and put it inside the word feeder protection. So, what do I have now? All right, let's see why the error appeared above here, because it was programmed. Based on the fact that it was present, beschesen, so it was programmed with it. Now you have downloaded a new one, replacing the old one with a new one, so you need to adjust the current and voltages, right? So you come here and say to it, here the current with, and also what the voltage is with. The error failed from your side. All right, let's go back to the feeder protection. I go and open this function group. It comes up and tells me, general, what is your rated current? I say 1000. Rated what? 13 and 10 kilovolts. This would have made a difference to me if I were working with the percent value or my setting was in percent value, as we talked about a little while ago. Is that all right? Great, I am. Okay, are you done? Yes, all set. What will you do next? I go and open the overcurrent protection. It is supposed to show you all the updates you have. Okay, let's assume you have no updates at all. Nothing at all is there. We will clear them all and see what we can download. Any update you have made all the updates from A to Z. So I will come here and say add new stage. I will come and tell you that you have definite and what else? Inverse. What do you want? I will tell it, for example, I want definite. It will say, okay, and I will tell it add new stage. It will ask if you want definite or inverse. I will tell it, for example, I want one inverse, so I have added one definite and one what? Inverse. I will come to the function on or off, or do you want to test this function? No, I want it on. Operate and default recorder blocked. Okay, here I have written this for you. You will find it when you go to any protection function. Let's go here. As I leave the information, you will also find it in the explanation, which is the explanation of the view available on the website. I will tell you here that these are related to what or connected. It is very important to put this correctly. As long as you put it correctly, even if you put these wrong, nothing will be affected, nothing will be affected. For you, is that it? Let's look here. What does our setting mean? Operate and default recorder blocked. If you set this option to no, the overcurrent backup is initiated. If the overcurrent backup is initiated, it will generate an operate indication. It will show operate or trip after the time delay. Pickup if the overcurrent pickup is initiated, meaning the overcurrent has occurred. It will show you an operate, which is a trip after the time delay. But why? This is normal, it has picked up, and after this time it shows you a trip. Siemens recommends using this to dissolve it with no voltage, because these are the natural applications in all of them. If you do it, yes, what does it mean? It means from its name, operate and fault recorder blocked, meaning you are blocking the operation of the function and the fault recorder. This means that the overcurrent pickup does not generate, and you will not see an operate indication, which means a trip indication, and the operate indication is not included in the formation of the group indication of the function, meaning the overcurrent are an earth fault, And all these things, though, are sub-functions within the function group called feeder protection, which I have named now. Internally, as long as it hasn't issued a trip command, it won't issue a trip for the general function group. We will understand what this means now. Also, the fault recorder is not started automatically. It won't operate automatically if you have set the fault recorder to operate with the trip. So, naturally, I will leave it as no. Now, the method of measurement. Do you want to rely only on the fundamental component, AK, or do you want the RMS? The difference between the two is that the fundamental component relies on the fundamental frequency, while the RMS includes the entire waveform, which is the fundamental component, plus the harmonics and the DC component. So if you have loads, and you know these loads superimpose a set of harmonics, and you want to set it, you can't choose it because at that time, it works on the entire wave that includes harmonics, and therefore, it might constantly be affected by errors. Is that clear? So, what should I choose? Okay, so how much should you choose here? 1.5 amperes, or exactly what? You say 1.5 amperes, how much? 0.3? We will see together when we are fundamental, or see when we are fundamental. And it will be with harmonics or fundamental or RMS. And it will be with harmonics, and we will see how the effect is generally. Okay? And I will also choose the inverse on... All right. The operate and default recorder block the no method of measurement. What is your value? Well, my value is 0.6 amperes, for example. What type of curve is it? Normal inverse. Do you want your reset to be what? To be instantaneous. Not disk emulation, not simulation of the mechanical relay concept. And that the disk is the whole idea. It wants to tell you that it takes time in the reset, meaning time in the reset like the electromechanical relay. It has picked up, so the disk started to rotate. And on the way, it happened that the disk also returns with its momentum. Therefore, if a pickup occurs in the middle of the journey again, it will continue from where it stopped, not from the safe point, and it will not start counting a new time. This is what it wants to tell you. In numerical relays, we always use it, meaning just the pickup is gone. And if another pickup occurs, I will start over from the beginning, once again. And this time, for example, is set to 0.5. And like this, I have set the function. What do I want to do with it? I go to the information routing. Let's focus together. Here, I need to program a set of LEDs to test them as pickups to calculate the pickup and drop-off. And I want to do it to calculate it. Why not use it to calculate the time? Do I have a relay for it? So quite simply, I go and open my feeder protection. Inside the feeder protection, I will find the overcurrent. Let's focus on something inside this feeder protection. You might have overcurrent, undervoltage, earth fault, and a set of function parameters. So, when you open the feeder protection, you find something called group indication. Inside this group indication, there is pickup and trip. The pickup here refers to the pickup for any function that occurs within the feed. That means if you have overcount, earth voltage, undervoltage, overvoltage, and any function, any one of them gets a pickup, it will be reflected in the general pickup or group indication pickup or group indication operate. Or this group indication pickup or group indication operate. So this is the first thing you can program through it. The second thing is that you have the overcurrent tool. There is something called group indication. Why group indication? Because group indication encompasses all the stages. So if you programmed here with the pickup or the trip under the word group indication, under the word overcurrent, this means that whether it's definite or inverse, if they experience a pickup or operate, the signal here will activate. If you want to program a specific LED or output with the stage itself, then here I will open my two stages. I don't need the input for anything. So I will minimize the input for me and move to the output and the LED. I will delete anything I had done before. And it will now perform the delete. Now, I will not program through group indication. I will open each stage, and this is the definite stage, and this is the inverse stage. I will go to the definite stage, open the pickup, and go under LED. I want pickup phase A, pickup phase B, and pickup phase C for the definite time. Eddie, come here. I want the Visa pickup. What? Right here? Here. And the Visa B pickup and the Visa C pickup for the burial time. I will achieve pickup, 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 and on his phases, the inverse time, and after that, I will use output contact 1 as a general trip. As a general trip, it goes to the relay indication, and in the relay indication, open the word operate and go to the output banner that I am using and do what? Route it to us or unlock it here. So this works whether with the defend, whether with the inverse characteristics text, and after that, I will use output contact 1 as a general trip. Great, that's nice, now you're done. After that, what are you supposed to do? You will send to him and tell him, we will add motors, 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 motors,